Here's the solution to Spreadsheet Lab number 1. So to find the leg of a triangle, we're going to use Pythagorean theorem, but instead, we have to start with equals. Instead of doing a squared plus b squared, we end up having c squared minus a squared. And if you don't know why, I suggest doing this on paper, and you'll see the steps you have to do on paper, and that's that. I'm not going to show you the optional challenge, but I'll be happy if you give it a shot to look it up and see if you can make it work. Let me tell you what the problem is. You can't have a hypotenuse that's too small. It just gives you an error. So this spreadsheet only works if you have certain numbers in here where C is bigger than A. So the optional challenge would be to figure out how to treat that case without getting an error. For the distance formula, I'm actually going to do what I suggested, is add some rows to perform intermediate calculations. So I'm actually going to first find the difference x2 minus x1, which is just x2 click minus click. I'm going to do this one and have click minus click. So that was just taking the difference between C17 minus C16. So these are the x2 minus x1s, and the distance formula is the square root of this x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So I think that this intermediate results kind of makes it nice to see what's going on. Okay, now let's check real quick. So we're going to make B7 and B8 43 and 11. And I got the correct answer. If your numbers don't change, let's say this thing didn't change at all, just make sure you don't have any numbers like, the previous numbers like 15 and stuff in there. Okay, and then let's check the last one, 7, 11. And by the way, this also makes a pretty cool point about what's going on. So B15, oh, I have a mistake there. I'll fix that before you see it. Let's make the new point 7, 11. Oh, I know why, because I added a new cell, a new row. Okay, so 7, 11, and if I hit enter, it gets 9.22. So this is the beauty of a spreadsheet, that you make the spreadsheet once and you can just type in these numbers and it'll do all the rest of the calculations for you. That's it.